In this video, I want to talk with you guys about the basics of the charged shotgun and understanding how to use it, and give you guys some tips to be more successful with this weapon in your inventory. I personally think that the charged shotgun is the most overpowered shotgun in the game that we've ever seen, and it's way more fun to use than the pump shotgun. I'm going to be covering 3 important topics that will all come together at the end to be a straightforward and easy to follow shotgun guide that will improve your performance with the weapon. We'll be talking about how to be more accurate with it, adjusting your playstyle to be dominant, as well as talking about the charge feature that it offers to give you guys a better understanding of the weapon and deal more damage consistently. Before we get started, I want you guys to drop a comment down below and let me know if you guys like the charged shotgun or the tactical shotgun better. Leave a like if this video does help you out, and consider subscribing for more tips and tricks content. Anyway guys, let's jump right into it. I want to open the video talking about accuracy with the charged shotgun. Most of you guys are probably aware that the reticle on the charged shotgun is fairly small compared to the tactical shotgun, and it looks even smaller than the pump shotgun, which is obviously no longer in the game. One of the issues that a lot of players have with this weapon is they feel as though it's not very accurate at all, when in reality, that's actually false because this shotgun is very accurate. It's just that most of you guys are probably using the shotgun wrong. Most of you guys are probably using the charged shotgun like a pump, and it's the complete opposite of a pump. The difference between the two shotguns is the pump shotgun shoots immediately, whereas the charged shotgun does not. With this being said, flicking your weapon in shaky movements can cause inaccuracies with the charged shotgun. Because of this, what I did was lowered my dead zone as well as my sensitivity to keep myself more stable. What you guys have to keep in mind when using this weapon is stability. I find that the more stable, smooth, and precise I am, the more shots I hit. It was the opposite in previous seasons because the pump shotgun was so quick to shoot. This definitely ties into adjusting your playstyle because most players are still going to try and play as fast as possible and go back to the same routine of box fighting. The charged shotty is definitely not the fastest firing weapon in the game, and you have to keep this in mind. This is why a lower sensitivity may help you guys out. If you have a habit of flicking for the head of another player, a lower sensitivity will help you stay more accurate. I've also noticed that on controller, lowering my dead zone as well as my X and Y sensitivity made aim assist feel a little stronger. I don't know if this is an adjustment made to aim assist or if I'm just better off on playing on a lower sensitivity, but it's worth noting that a couple of my friends also lowered the sensitivity and reported hitting more shots with the charged shotgun. I mentioned that playstyle also affects accuracy and your performance with this shotgun overall. I have a theory of why Epic wanted to implement such a slow firing shotgun that deals an exorbitant amount of damage, and that's because Epic wanted to limit the amount of face-to-face fighting as well as box fights. With this weapon, you really are shooting yourself in the foot if you W key into someone's box. Even box fighting is really difficult with the charged shotgun because once you take someone's wall and make an edit play on them, there is a slight delay to shoot your weapon. Now there is a trick that I saw in a video by Jarian where he talked about double tapping your trigger to make your shotgun shoot faster, and you can implement this into your game as well, but you won't hit for a significant amount of damage, which is crucial in box fights. It's this reason that the more dominant players with the charged shotgun are the ones that are patient and keep their distance from other players. This is definitely not a gun to build fight with, and with this shotgun in the game, it seems as though the days for build fights in game are over. A huge tip to adjust your playstyle and be more accurate and dominant with this weapon is make plays that create gunfights. For example, piece control is a huge aspect that all good players have to work on to be more dominant. Piece control is owning builds in a fight that do not allow the other player to escape and force gunfights. On top of piece control is angling. Angling is always making sure you have the right hand peek or making sure that your opponent can't see you but you can see them in your fights. A huge component to this as well is making sure that you guys are looking for more shots to take in your fights. Building too much will get you killed quickly with this weapon, and lastly, to adjust your playstyle, you definitely are going to want to put some distance between you and your opponent with this weapon. The charged shotgun is awful at close range because your opponent is consistently moving in erratic ways. You'll be unable to hit your opponent immediately since this shotgun has a delay that doesn't enable you to fire it as soon as you need it to. With this being said, you guys will notice that the majority of fights I win with the charged shotgun always involve me putting distance between myself and my opponent. It's worth noting that there is no exact distance that I recommend because any space that you can get between you and your opponent is the best way to go with the charged shotgun. If you guys are ever in someone's grill in a fight, I recommend using your SMG or your assault rifle to finish out the fight because you may not have much success from close range with this gun. When it comes to understanding the charge feature, I'm sure that all of you know by now that the longer you hold your charge for, the more damage you will receive. This is how you can hit 200 headshots if you have a full charge. A common misconception though is that you have to hold your charge down to get any damage at all, and this is simply not true. You can tap your trigger and the shotgun will shoot, but there is a slight delay with it. If you guys get the lowest amount of charge behind your shot, you're still going to hit for around 80 to 100 depending on where you hit your target. Most of the time when I don't charge shot and I hit my enemy in the body, I get around the same damage I would with a pump body shot. The charge shotgun is a defensive weapon, which means that if you are being W keyed, you can hold down your charge shot and punish the other player for being a brain dead controller player who spams an SMG into your box. If you guys noticed, most times I don't hold down my charge for very long, but I'm still hitting for about 100 damage or over 100 damage consistently. The one thing that I love about this shotgun is that when you do hold the charge all the way down, it does take a very significant damage to walls, which you can use to take. Once you take an opponent's wall, you can make box plays that trap them in and charge shot them and then finish the fight with your SMG or assault rifle. That seems to be the meta this season, which is good for players that have a variety to their playstyle and are good with all weapons. This is definitely not a shotgun that you have to rely on like the pump shotgun or the tactical shotgun, which makes it hard to beat better players. There's definitely a huge learning curve that comes with this weapon, but the more work that you guys put into it, the better off you will be, because this weapon is very overpowered and one of the best shotguns that we've had in the history of this game. I think it's very fun to use, and I hope you guys have the same experience that I do. Drop a comment down below and let me know if this video helped you out, and add my epic that's shown on screen if you want to be featured in future gameplays. Use my code YTVirbis in the item shop, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.